Member.
My question is to the Minister of Finance. Last week, the Financial Accountability Office released its commentary on the budget's fiscal plan. The FAO says that this budget continues to rely on, and I quote, aggressive plans to limit the growth in program spending, end quote. The Liberal government likes to congratulate itself on the fact that Ontario already has the lowest program spending per person in the entire country. But New Democrats know that it's Ontarians who feel the impact day in and day out. The 2016 budget already doesn't keep up with inflation to meet the educational and the healthcare needs of Ontarians, building on years of cuts. My question to the minister is simple. This year's budget cuts almost $1.5 billion to the public service. What other program cuts are in store for Ontarians next year and the year after?
Question. Thank you. Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. It gives me the opportunity to express once again the tremendous amounts of investments that we're making in our economy, in our programs, in the programs that are essential and valuable to families across Ontario, like health care and education. Over $1 billion more is being invested in our education system, in our health care system. And, Mr. Speaker, we're being very progressive in this budget while still balancing the books by 2017-18 and thereafter. And this is done in consultation and with the work of many across Ontario. Our economy is growing, our businesses are growing, employment is growing. We have actually outpaced the United States in growth. Yeah. Our net GDP is strong, Mr. Speaker, relative to what it was expected. And, Mr. Speaker, we're heading forward and progressing forward because of the work we're doing in conjunction with the businesses and the people of Ontario.
Well, Speaker, the minister should read his own budget. On page 256, it's almost $1.5 billion in cuts to education and even post-secondary education in-year cuts. The FAO, again to the minister, the FAO also highlighted that this government's fiscal plan depends on optimistic assumptions for revenue growth, pointing to more than $500 million year after year from asset sales, from more asset sales. The budget, however, isn't transparent. It doesn't tell Ontarians exactly what assets will be sold. And, Speaker, they can't blame us for questioning them. No one thought this government would sell off Hydro One. 80% of Ontarians have been loud and clear about stopping the sale of Hydro One, but this government refuses to listen to anyone, not even the citizens who took the time to come and speak to the Finance Committee directly through the budget process. Can the minister tell Ontarians exactly where that money is coming from, or is that a secret too?
So, Mr. Speaker, as Finance Minister, I did, in fact, invite the Finance Committee to meet to discuss some of the consultation, the work that was being done. They instead asked me to go to them, and I did. And I shared with them some of the work that had been going on and recognizing how important it is for us to continue investing. So let me clarify. We're investing more in health care. We're investing more in education. We're investing more in post-secondary. We're investing more in children and social services, like autism and special needs. Mr. Speaker, what we are doing is to provide more for cancer treatment, for hospitals, for home care, for long-term care, and for hospices and palliative care. The very things that was consulted in the consultations, Mr. Speaker, that's what people are asking for. That's what we're delivering. And, Mr. Speaker, we're balancing the books at the same time.